Hey guys, this is Johnny and welcome back to the Kings of War channel. Today we are going to work on the tree stands. As you can see, the only thing that I have done here since the basing video is just added the bases of the tree armatures. These come with the trees. They're on the bottom. You just clip them off and I super glue them onto here like this. Now for my own personal boards, I don't use these. I don't really care for the way of the little line right here. You can kind of camouflage it and kind of hide it pretty good, but I don't use these. I don't remove my trees. I make them permanently on my board. So you can have the option to do whatever way that you want. We're going to talk about the glue here. Now a lot of people used watered down glue for theirs. I just don't really do that because I want, really good adhesion on here. Not saying that that doesn't give it, but just for extra insurance for me, I want to use solid glue. If you do want to use watered down glue, you just mix it in a container and you just add water little bit by little bit and just keep mixing it until it's runny, and then you can add it on. For me, I just go ahead and go straight out of the bottle here. A lot of people will say, just run to your hardware store, your local hardware store, and pick up some sand. Well, it's not that easy. The sand that I picked up from my local hardware store the particles were really, really fine, and I wanted a little bit of a little bit more texture than that. So what I did is I bought a bag from my hardware store. I dumped it out on a large piece of cardboard and let it dry out for a couple days during the summertime because it was all wet in the middle. What I did is I went to Walmart. Of course, I asked them if they had sand and they said no, but I went back and I found a bag of beach sand. I wrote Walmart on it, so I remember where I got it. It's Acacia. I don't know. But anyways, it's beach sand. And so I took equal parts of the regular sand and the beach sand and I mixed them together. And I have a whole bunch of these containers full of the mix. Now these containers I get from the dollar store. It's like $1 for a whole bunch of them. And I keep all my different flocks in them. And I'll show you that in another video. But I always keep the tag or the label from the flock that I'm using. So when I'm out, I can easily get more. What we're going to do, I'm going to adjust the camera up here just a little bit. But this actually doesn't use too much glue, not as much as you would think. But we're just going to start by going around the edge here. Now you notice that I do it over this container, and that way I can collect all the sand. See, we're just going to go like that. Some guys don't texture the sides like this, but I do. Just because, for the sake of completeness. I told you I don't do things the easy way. There, the edges are done, and now we're just going to load up with sand, like this. And we're going to get our glue and just hit this little area right here. like that. Very easy stuff. There we go. If you see any little spots that you want to hit again, just go ahead and you can do that, but there we have it. Now the next step is we're gonna let this dry overnight, and then we're going to paint it, which is gonna seal this stuff in even more. You're gonna get some stuff that comes off as you're painting it, but that's okay, because this is just mainly for texture. We're gonna have flock and all that good stuff over it, but yeah, there we go. We got a coat of brown paint on here. I got my fan on it. I didn't think that really you guys want to watch me sit and paint these, so you get the general idea. Just kind of be gentle on the edges, just kind of, you know, push the brush in like this on the edges, just real gently, keep a lot of paint on it. On the top, I just kind of, whatever paint you're using, just kind of dump it in the middle, not too much, but spread it out because it goes a long way. It's easier than dipping and then trying to go in here, because you're moving sand around. Even if it's fully dry, there's still little particles, so you're going to want to dump your paint on here and then spread it all out and around. I'm just letting these dry, and then what I will show you is the dry brushing though. Okay guys, we're going to start off our dry brushing. We're going to use two colors. The first color is going to be this. It's a cocoa color. And if you don't know how to dry brush, I'm sure there's other videos out there, so I'm not going to cover specifically how, but just get some paint on your brush. Get most of it off on a paper towel here. And we're just going to start running it. We're going to start with the edges. Get a little bit more paint on the brush. And you want kind of a harder bristled brush for this. You don't want a soft bristle brush. But we're just going to do that. Make sure it's in the camera. And we're just going to kind of start running it across. If you get some heavy spots, don't worry about that. We're going to be flocking. If you do get some heavy spots, you can just kind of wipe it down with your finger. But that's about it. Just like that. Now I'm going to do all of these other ones, then I'll show you guys the next step. Okay guys, the furnace is running behind me, that's why it sounds so weird. I've got to get these done, so I have to shoot the video. But this is it's called Fawn/Fauve. You can see the brand there if you ever have to find it. But we're going to do one more dry brush in this color. I'll probably fast forward the video